Hi guys, I'm Shmi and today I'm back at Spa for the second day of the Ferrari Corse Clienti event. This is the world famous Eau Rouge corner. It's a fantastic place to watch and hear these cars from. They come all the way down the start straight, and the aim basically is to keep your foot planted in as you go through this compression and up the hill behind me, which is virtually impossible for normal drivers in cars like this, but the Formula 1 cars properly give it some when they come up here. So it's quite well known for sort of chucking cars out here and spitting them out this way. But we've got a lot going on today. You can see the weather's a little bit interesting. It's cloudy. The weather here at Spa is always quite variable. It's about 10-11 degrees at the moment, although it's set to warm up as the day goes by. So we're going to have the 599 XXs, the FXX Ks, there's an FXX, and we'll have some of the Ferrari Corse Clienti Formula 1 cars as well today. But it's all about hearing the noise of these things. And as I head towards the window, just so we can get a slightly better view of the action, tremendous noise as they downshift coming into the corner, and then you get the acceleration as they whiz up here past us. So set to make for some pretty spectacular video shots today. The crazy thing is that even when there are no cars coming up this stretch through Eau Rouge, all you can hear in the hills around us is just the non-stop downshifting and blipping. Oh no, look down there, that's interesting. That is the SCG 003 truck. Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus, who I visited in Turin very recently actually, working on their 2 race cars, coming up here for some testing very soon. And before some further races. So they've presumably got their 2 cars in there, locked and loaded, and ready for some time out on track. In the meantime, so remember, these cars aren't professional drivers, they're private customers who buy the cars, and that lets them get part of the Ferrari XX program. So it's pretty cool, but just look around, it's such a hilly place. You can pretty much tell the sort of elevation change from the track that goes up over this way, all the way down to sort of the bottom in the valley is pretty insane. So the sort of changes when you're driving. I've been around here in my McLaren 12C last year, and I'm certainly hoping to come back when I get my new car, the 675 LT. It's so much different to what you expect here. Spa, just like the Nürburgring, are so much more dynamic just because of the elevation and the compressions that you go through while you're driving around. I think this car's going for a warm down lap, of course. After the cars have been out running spectacularly hard, you cool them down before you get back into the pits. The sound though is just mental. The V12s of the 599 XX Evolutionis screaming away at us there. I just don't really want to stop filming. I hope you're enjoying listening to it. I'll shut up. That was some serious pace on that car coming through there. So this is pretty awesome. We've got a couple more laps, I think, of the 599 XXs, and then it's the turn of the FXX Ks, the new LaFerrari-based XX program car. So let's check it all out. Time again, the FXX. And in the distance, the FXX Ks. husband and wife couple. Husband owned the 599XX Bencelos Google VP, and recently his wife bought the FXX K, and they just picked it up a few days ago, and here today racing around together, which I think is so awesome. I hope they're having a lot of fun as well with that car. I had a good chat with them yesterday, getting told about the differences in feel between the two cars, but just love these things as they warm up slightly here before they'll be going around with anger very shortly. Looked more like a spaceship than a car. I think that was it, the FXX K, the white one there. Astonishing machine. One more I think coming around right now, and then we'll get them absolutely blasting it. FXXKs are going around. I've just spotted the Scuderia Cameron Glickenhaus SCG 003 Corse that I saw the other day in the factory there, unloaded in the pit lane. Ready, I think, for their shakedown testing, just being pushed back into the pit garage there. Now for the F1 cars, the Formula One cars that Ferrari owners can purchase and have looked after by the company. They do not sound anything like that anymore. The noise of those cars flying around, geez, that's amazing. Current, obviously, Formula One cars are all the turbocharged engines, and you do not get sounds like that at all. Just listen. I can't see anything right now. I can just hear the noise of screaming F1 cars. I think one might be about to appear over there. The session with the F1 cars sounded mind-blowing, but now we've got the 599XXs back out on track, and I can hear them all in the distance flying around, but I'm trying my best to go to sort of different places around the Spa circuit to try and see the cars in a couple of different places. And then we're going to have the FXXs again, which will be cool as well. So fingers crossed one is going to come any moment. This is definitely not the best place to stand, but look at the brakes. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but the brakes on these cars just glow bright orange. Looks like the other SCG 003 has arrived here as well, down there in the pits. Amusingly then, having seen the SCG 003s in the factory in Turin just a few days ago, in fact only 5 days ago before now, we are here at Spa taking a look at the cars being prepared for the races at the Nürburgring at the weekend. There will be a private track test here tomorrow. See the car finished with all the panels reinstalled, which is very nice to see. Just doing some seat fitting at the minute for the drivers, getting ready. This car is looking cool back in one piece. And if I come around the outside, we can take a look at the other car, Jim's car, which is here, carbon fibre one, number 701, also being prepared. But it's very cool, I think, following the story, just seeing the cars being worked on and prepped over the weekend to getting them all completely ready and being here in the pits at Spa. It's good fun. They've got lots of trucks and things and setup and stuff out the back here. I think they're doing some tyre testing as well. All sorts of things getting set up for the SCG crew. That's the private area on that side. But, as I understand it, the driver in this car is also driving in the Ferrari Corse Clienti program today. So here in the lunch break, able to just take a look and get things sorted out. Jim, nice place. So yeah, I love this awesome machine. And if you haven't already seen it, you can head back over to that video I shot from the factory a few days ago. We can hear the cars heading into the pits at the other side, but I've been here at Spa today with these two, Alex Penfold and Stefan Drabota, who have got some nice photos of the flames.
No, not really.
No? Oh, trying to get some photos of the flames. Couple out of the back there.
Take blurry photos.
I got a couple of video clips, I think, of the flames, especially out of the yellow car, which was pretty cool. But that feels like the end of it for me, because I'm going to be getting onto the road for today, and if that was the end of that session, nothing else for me to see. So we're going to go grab some lunch. Then I've got a 7-hour drive in the X6 towards Berlin tonight, which is going to be a pretty long time on the Autobahn, but fingers crossed the traffic won't be too bad on the way. But it's been a pretty nice day out here at Spa again for the second part of Corse Clienti, watching the 599s, the FXX and the FXX Ks. That's it for now though. Make sure you check out yesterday's video as well with all those cars blasting around, and I'll catch up with you again from the road tomorrow. Cheers! My turn to drive. I'm going to be jumping on board the Delta Red 675L.